weird did BD, like she was always into that. And when she wasn't even Mrs. West and when she had no power, she was texting employees these pictures, questioning them ad nauseum about their views on Hitler to see where they stand.
Kim Kardashian just stepped into the chat just days after Bianca filed for divorce from Kanye, and she claims that Bianca only got with Kanye just to use him for his money. When the news about Bianca and Kanye's divorce initially came up, it was reported by TMZ that she was only going to be getting $5 million from Kanye. However, it turns out that Kanye never made her sign a prenup before they got married, which means she can take way more than $5 million if she drags this to court as expected. That's exactly what she's gonna do. Baby, there's a lot of mess to get into here, so let's get right into it. The divorce came up less than a week after Kanye dragged Bianca to the Grammys and made her strip down completely clothless in front of the cameras. This stunt obviously made a lot of people give their relationship a major side eye, and they weren't wrong, because just a few days later, TMZ reported that Bianca filed for divorce, and she was demanding $5 million, which Kanye had agreed to pay. Funny enough, prior to Bianca filing for divorce, Kanye had already reached out for a divorce back in October of last year, but he didn't go through with it. Now, this is where things start to get a little messy, because right after all this was revealed, Bianca pulled the biggest surprise on Kanye when she turned down the $5 million, because she reportedly wants more than that, and she knows she'll get it because they didn't sign a prenup. Once this came out, Kanye's team tried to do damage control by claiming that he and Bianca are actually good, but Bianca's team came out and they had something completely different to say. They confirmed that their issues came up again after the whole fiasco at the Grammys, but it got worse when Kanye went on that long rant on Twitter, defending Diddy and even claiming that slavery was a choice. There was even a part of his rant where he started selling shirts featuring the popular Nazi symbol, the swastika. This stunt Kanye pulled was so controversial that Shopify shut down the entire Yeezy online store because they wanted no parts of this nonsense. According to a source who spoke to Page 6, Bianca had enough. The swastika shirt was the last straw. She told him that's not who she is and she can't be associated with that. He's saying that he was a dominion over her, and then he's selling those shirts. It reflects on her and she doesn't want any part of that circus. But here's the thing, y'all. Bianca isn't the victim we all think she is. At least that's what the streets are saying. According to a popular gossip blogger, Tisha Tells, Bianca actually had her Grammy outfit tailored 6 times, which means she knew what she was going to do when she got there. However, once the cameras were set on her, she started acting uncomfortable, knowing very well that people were going to point it out and make her the victim. And now we know why. All those videos will help her kudo the narrative that she was getting mistreated, so that Kanye will be forced to pay her a lot more once the divorce is final.
And how they tailored that invisible dress 6 times. Y'all, again, let me repeat this. They tailored the invisible dress 6 times. 6 times? That's more times than Kanye has fans left. But all jokes aside, 6 times. So Bianca had time to stand there with a teller 6 times over the week before the Grammys to get this. What does that tell you? Not only did she knew about this wasn't some last minute dare. This wasn't a, you better do it, right? This was a planned event. This was a strategy. Bianca wasn't forced into this at all. She is all in. And if you think Bianca just fell into this life by accident, baby, think again. Turns out, ex-Yeezy employees who sued Kanye spilled some of the piping hot tea. Bianca wasn't just a random architect he fell for. Oh, no. Sis was a day one weirdo, a day one Kanye stand. Okay?
Not only that, but Tisha also claimed that some of the Yeezy employees who worked with Bianca back when she was almost still an employee at Yeezy said Bianca was already into the whole nude asylum aesthetic, and that she allegedly used to send them explicit photos of herself and even question them on their views about Hitler.
R-rated images that Bianca was posting on her personal Instagram before she even got involved with the whole Kanye thing. She was always into that weird BD, like she was always into that. And when she wasn't even Mrs. West and when she had no power, she was texting employees these pictures, questioning them ad nauseum about their views on Hitler to see where they stand.
Oh, but that's not all the tea, y'all. Apparently, Bianca was getting put through the mattress by Kanye even before he and Kim divorced. And of course, Kim found out about the affair and demanded for Bianca to be fired. But once they divorced, Kanye went back for her and made her his wife. This explains why they didn't sign a prenup, because he rushed into it just to get back at Kim for leaving him.
Bianca has been around since 2021. Even before then. In 2021, Kim found out allegedly that, according to this tweet, that Bianca was messing around with Kanye. She got fired, and then he bought her back by Thanksgiving. Why did you have to hire her back on Thanksgiving? Did you spend Thanksgiving with her? Did you try to get into a sister-wife situation? Baby, Bianca always was willing to do anything to be with Kanye. And let's be real, Kanye has a type. He surrounds himself with flunkies, yes men, and people who think he's some kind of prophet. It's giving Stan energy.
Now, even though none of this had anything to do with Kim, she decided to drag herself into it a few days ago when she seemingly hinted at Bianca using Kanye. People were initially thinking that she was trying to sneak her way back into Kanye's life because ever since he got with Bianca, he had been paying her dust. That was until news broke that Bianca was allegedly coming for Kanye's money because they didn't sign a prenup. According to sources close to Kim, she is genuinely concerned about Kanye because she believes that all his recent crash outs are a sign that he's having an episode again. But everyone is way too entertained by it to actually do something to help him. The crazy thing about Kim now suddenly speaking for Kanye is that not long ago, she was also advocating for Bianca and actually accusing Kanye of mistreating Bianca. But now that they were about to divorce, she is suddenly on Kanye's side again. At the time, she was also under the assumption that Bianca was a victim, and she wasted no time in defending her. A source who spoke to The Sun at the time said, Kim's been so worried about the new pics that have come out with Bianca. Like, how will she explain this to her kids? She's embarrassed and worried for him. He's wandering around barefoot with champagne in the street. Something clearly isn't right. It's hard for her because as soon as she thinks she can move on, something like this happens and she's pulled back into it. It's like every time Kanye and Bianca pull these nearly naked stunts, it reminds everyone that Kim dressed up in skin-tight nude outfits during the marriage. She'd rather put it behind her and forget about it. Kim feels she owes it to Bianca to try to open her eyes and talk sense into her before it's too late. Kim is watching the situation with Kanye and Bianca open-mouthed, and she can't believe how reminiscent it is how Kanye was with her. She says she can see Bianca being molded into Kanye's ideal of the perfect woman. She thinks it's worrying that Kanye did not learn his lesson and that he feels it's okay to treat people like this. Ciao. There's a lot of drama going on, and safe to say it's going to get more messy as the divorce unfolds, but we'll have to wait and see. As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said, she's not being forced to do anything. People only said that because she's white. Another person said, at first I thought that Kanye was making her do things she didn't want to do. Then a few months ago I realized this is an act and Bianca is happy to do whatever it takes. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Bianca divorcing Kanye? And do y'all think Kim is right about Bianca not being a victim? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.